Arnold Palmer, born on 10 September 1929 in Pennsylvania, USA, died on 25 September 2016. Arnold Palmer said, "The more I practice, the luckier I get." Arnold Palmer was an American professional golfer who is generally regarded as one of the greatest and most charismatic players in the sport's history. Dating back to 1955, he won numerous events on both the PGA Tour and the circuit now known as PGA Tour Champions. Arnold Palmer won 95 professional titles in his career, including 7 major championships. He won 4 green jackets, 2 carrot jugs, and 2 US Open titles. Arnold Palmer was an American professional golfer and entrepreneur who was a net worth of US $700 million. Arnold Palmer said, "The more I practice, the luckier I get." That's the truth. The more you practice, yes, luck comes from every directions. Answers comes from every directions. Ideas, technical flows from every directions. Yes, you do not even have to think. Yes. When you practice 1,000 times, you get the first grip. At 10,000 times, to understand, 100,000 times to master the technique, 500,000 times to own the technique, 500 then and flows of its own. Yes, it strikes without thinking. You see the ball, when you swing, it goes to the hole directly where you want it, to which target you want it. Such is the power of the whole body. Such is the power of the understanding of the whole body. Your thinking, the mind have to tell, and once it is trained, the whole body takes it forward. Yes. The more I practice, same on the school children. The more I practice, Arnold Palmer said, you need to have a passion and an hunger. Hunger is very, very important. You have to be terribly thirsty to enjoy the drink. Then even plain water is very tasty. You have to terribly be hungry. You have to be, hunger eats you up. And then when you go and eat, it is very, very tasty. Yes. Otherwise you never find the taste. That kind of hunger to come, you must practice again and again and again and again. That deep. The moment the parents go and give the children a drink, a high energy drink, and force the children the book and please sit and study, please sit and study, please sit and study. Gone! Child is spoon fed. Even dog, when it is spoon fed in our school, we have doggies, and our girls goes and take the food and put it into the mouth. When you spoon feed the dog never listens. Yes. Otherwise, the moment the food comes, rushes up and finishes in 5 minutes time. Same with the children. The moment you give all the facilities, the drink, and say, please sit and study, please sit and study, the child keeps demanding. Just tell them, bloody damn it, I want 90% or 98%, or they will kick you out of the house. Then the child knows food is kept at the time you wanted, you eat or get lost. Then there is, yes, you make the child strong and lesser facility. This is not lesser facility, it will give you the best food, but your timing of your work is very, very important, not spoon feeding. Arnold Palmer said, the professional golfer, the more I practice, the luckier I get. And then you go to the restaurant, you have the menu, you can order. When you go to the examination center, the question will come according to what question you wanted if you have practiced. If you have practiced 500,000 times, then you go to the examination center, you will know the question is yours. Otherwise, if you don't practice, when you see the question, you start shivering because you didn't carry the money in the restaurant. You cannot order. You go to the restaurant, with the money, only with that money you will order the food. Likewise, when you study very well, you go to the examination center, you know your capacity, and on that capacity, the question will come into your plate and answer. You can just chew the question, eat it up. And the juice is the answer. The juice is the answer. Varieties of answers. When it is hungry, when you are very, very hungry, when you work very, very hard, which question will not digest? Because when you eat the question, you copy and put the answers also. If it doesn't digest, constipation is minus marks. When in civil service examination, you have to be very sure of your answers. If you are not very sure of your answers, you get minus mark. Not only you not get marks for that particular question, it comes minus. You have to be very, very sure. UPSC exams and case exam says like that. What about the other thing? Same on the business front also. If you practice very, very hard, when you are a nucleus family, you buy from the retail market. When you are a joint family, you buy from the wholesale market. And then the joint family has got a massive big land. Then you think, why don't we grow? Because these people are black pepper. They are putting papaya seeds into the chili powder. They are putting the bricks powder. So why don't we grow our own? The mind goes because it's huge big land. Rainwater is free. Rainwater collected becomes drip irrigation. Then that consciousness answer flows of its own. The more I practice, Arnold Palmer said, the more I practice, the luckier I get. No, it's not about luck. There's no luck when you more you practice. What he meant is luck is, he says, it flows. Yes, it is readily done it. The method is there, the system is there, and answers flows of its own. People will come to your house to say namaste to you when you're very strong. For the business people, many representatives come, like medical representatives go to the doctor. The doctor is very strong. Says, doctor, please prescribe my medicine. Like that, the shop wall also, many people goes and gives them many samples. I know when the metro department, not the metro train, metro, the big German shop, and the manager used to come and give to our school bags and bags of varieties of things, food items. And I asked him, what is this one? He said, these are the samples many companies give to us to check whether it works out. At the end of the day, we do not know, because these all come free, so it's given to you. Answers flows like that. Money flows in the business like that. But when money flows, you should know how to keep it in a proper bank. And you must make sure it takes it to another stage, 1,000 years. That's the joint family. To stand 1,000 years. Then the roots go deeper and deeper. You should know how to save. Like in our pranayama, inhale 1, retention is 4, exhalation is 2. Means inhale, if you get 1 rupee, you work hard 4 times, and when you close both the nostril, past, present, future stops. You are only concentrating only on your particular, that 1 rupee, how to convert it to 4 times your power. Retention. You are not breathing, not taking in. No breathing in and no breathing out. And then you open your right nostril. How much? Only 2 you give up. When you make work for 4, you give up 2. And then again, very next day, you should push ahead and take. Inhale 2. Invest that 2 what you saved it and put it in the market. It goes to 8 times you hold it, 8 times you work. And then you exhale 4, means you give up 4. And again you take 4 into 4, 16 times. You hold on 16, work 16 times. This is the power Arnold Palmer, the professional golfer, has done it. The more I practice, the luckier I get. Practice means in the conscious state. Palmer was very conscious. There are many people who practice and then they did not reach anywhere. Because they get carried away by the media. They get carried away by the publicity. They become selfish, they become greedy. They suddenly think the world is under their feet. No, Palmer was down to the earth. He was so sweet. Most of the media people knew he was very sweet, down to the earth. And the person who's down to the earth knows where to concentrate, how to concentrate. He was conscious on down to earth. That is the connecting. You must be conscious on what you're studying. You must be conscious of what business you're doing. You must be conscious as a doctor what medicines you're giving, to which people are giving. You must be conscious as an engineer and a political leader what suits best for the country. Arnold Palmer said, the more I practice, the luckier I get. Practice makes a man perfect in conscious state. This is my 175th short discourse.